This touching story was shared by Reddit user u/happyend. So a dog has been living under my local bridge for several months. It's an overpass that goes over the train tracks and under a fairly busy road. There are several large apartment complexes nearby, so it's not like he's in a bad spot in terms of location. He has easy access to water and food, but he's still skinny and has a collar, but no tag. So he's definitely lost, or maybe even abandoned. Every morning I pass by on my way to work, and every time he sees me coming, he runs to the end of the bridge and barks incessantly. At first I thought he was just trying to scare me off, so I would leave him alone. But after a few weeks of this, I realized he just wants me to throw his ball. He has a big slobbery tennis ball that he likes to play fetch with. I started bringing an extra ball in my bag, and lo and behold, we became friends. It took about 2 months of consistently bringing him a ball and then eventually petting him before he would let me get close enough to try to pet him. One day, I brought a ball and he was having none of it. He just kept staring at me, and then he laid down, so I sat next to him and pet him for a while. He liked it, and he stayed there with me until I left. The next day, I brought a ball again, but he wasn't interested. Instead, he just wanted more pets. And that's how we started our friendship. For the past several months, I've been going to see him every single day before work and after work when I can. I bring him high-value treats, like freeze-dried liver and other things that I know dogs like. He's still extremely skittish and nervous around me, but at least he'll take the treats from my hand now. Sometimes when I'm feeling brave, I try to pet him, and he lets me for a few seconds before running off again. Recently though, he started following me along the road for a bit before turning back. I'm hoping that with time and patience, he'll eventually warm up to me enough to where we can go on walks together. Well, that's the end of part 1, folks. Check back tomorrow to see how the dog's doing and if he ever gets adopted. So I had a feeling this story might have a happy ending. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that my suspicions were correct. This is part 2 of the story. It's been almost a year since I first found the dog. His name is Radar, and he's finally living the life of a pampered house dog. The last update I have is from about a month ago, but here's a summary of how we got here. Basically, after a few months of consistent daily visits, Radar finally let me pet him every day. Eventually, he also started taking food and treats from my hand without hesitation. After a few months of that, I was finally able to put a leash on him and take him for walks around the neighborhood. He was very nervous and unsure of himself at first, but over time he got more and more confident. One day, I decided to bring him to a nearby park that has a fenced-in dog park area. It took him a while to warm up to the idea of playing with other dogs, but once he did, he had a great time running around and playing. After a few months of working with him and a lot of patience, he's become a completely different dog. He's still a little timid and scared, but he's loving and friendly most of the time. He gets along with other dogs now, but he's still a little wary of new people. But he's come a long way from the scared, skinny, homeless dog that I first met. And that's all thanks to the kindness of one man who simply brought a ball and some treats to a dog in need. And that is the happy ending. And if you'd like to hear more stories of animals doing amazing things, stay tuned for more updates.